Hi there, hello, and welcome. I'm Danny Gregory, and it's time to draw with me. Every Thursday we get together and we hang out for roughly an hour and we make some stuff. As you can see, last week we celebrated the beginning of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere by drawing all kinds of fun summer-related stuff. And let me introduce my better half.
Hi.
This is JJ.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Thursday.
Yes, it is a happy Thursday.
Always.
It is. It's a little cooler here today.
A little overcast.
Yeah,
we'll take
nice.
it.
That's nice. We've broken 100 yesterday.
We are in Phoenix, Arizona. I saw so many first timers, new timers.
Yes, let's have a look. We have.
And somebody mentioned Austria has a bank holiday, so maybe we're getting some more global flavor today.
We have I'm sorry.
Wow.
We'll call you Desa. We have Sophie from France, who lives in Germany. Welcome for the first time. And also Ron from Germany. So something's going on in Germany.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you guys have a bank holiday? Thanks for spending it with us. How cool is that?
Yeah, Renee says that there's a bank holiday in Austria, where she is from. So that's great. And we have Tuxedo Plans.
Great name. Plan for formality. Plan for festivities.
Yes, and who else do we have? We have Catherine Sherwood, who's finally able to come in real time instead of the recording. That's great.
Awesome.
And also Sharon Yoker, who's obviously a regular but has a broken finger. So that is a shame, and I hope it doesn't undermine your ability to draw too much today.
It sounds like a challenge. Non-dominant hand, give it a whirl.
Indeed. So just let me switch over here. I just want to remind you about our new course, Start Your Sketchbook Journal. I see a few people have mentioned that they have started their sketchbook journals and taking the class. That's great. We just began last week, and it is nice to see that.
It's so fun.
It has. So if you'd like to check it out, go to sketchbookschool.com and make sure you take advantage of the early bird special, because the price is about half of what it's going to be as soon as this early bird period is over. So make sure that you get in on it so you can start using your sketchbook to record your life. Who else do we have? We have a couple of new people have popped up in the last minute.
I've seen somebody in Korea. I saw somebody in the Philippines.
Renee says it's her first.
I saw Brazil.
It's her first draw with me too.
I saw Canada, Istanbul, the Netherlands,
Vanessa
La
in
France,
Brazil. And
Albuquerque, Colorado, North Carolina. I think I've seen almost every state. Michigan, Lake Huron, beautiful. How amazing, guys.
It's nice to see you all.
Indonesia, first time, Septi. Very nice. Global hug. Let's have it. Global hug.
Let's do it. Let's share the love.
What
all right.
brings people together quite like a gator?
True. Maybe that's what it is. That's the excitement. Yes. Well, anyway, let us start. So what I want to do today is I want to do something slightly different. So we're going to draw alligators. Alligators are interesting. I have a bunch of pictures to show. I did this last week. I gave a PDF of all the reference photos that I'm going to put up on screen. Just in case you aren't working at the same pace as I am, you can get your own copy of the PDF. You'll find it down below. And a couple hundred people downloaded it last week, so I thought, okay, you guys are finding it useful, so I'll do it again. So you'll find a few pictures there. So the pictures that I have, let me just walk you through them, because I think that might help your composition. So first of all, we have this one. I think is kind of cool. So it's sort of a nice design. I'm thinking this might be the main part of my drawing. Like I might, really kind of run these three intertwined guys down the center. And then I have just some interesting faces. I guess that's one way of putting it. Like here is a guy coming in from the right-hand side, and you get to see all of his teeth. Surprisingly, the teeth aren't actually that big. Like you think of alligators having like shark teeth, but they're not. They're kind of like little peg teeth, so that's interesting. And then we have this, he's kind of like a baby, but what a great face this guy has, and I love that green eye. And again, it's an opportunity. 2 years ago, we drew a crocodile.
Yeah.
And we spent the whole time drawing just one crocodile. So, and there's like lots of interesting textures on the skin. That's what we focus on. This time, I think we're going to rattle through a few more. So, and then we've got another face here that only a mother could love, with a nice kind of jowls and big bulging neck. And then finally, we have this guy who's crossing the street. Why did the alligator cross the street? To eat someone, probably. So anyway, so I thought, let's start here. Let's start here with these three. And then if you want to, so we could have the three down the middle, and then you could kind of pop in the others around this thing. I don't know, we'll see. I may be massively optimistic and we won't get anywhere near this number done. That's fine. They're all just alligators, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to just start drawing. That's what I'm here for. What
are you going to do? Pen and ink today, you think?
I am. I'm drawing with
the dipper?
The dipper. I'm dipping my way into the dipper. I've already got a nice little unnecessary...
I was going to say a little splotch. That
what
just takes away all the pressure, because now you've...
Well, now I also have a little ink reservoir sitting on the right on the page, so that's nice. And so yeah, so the alligator has lots of interesting little textural elements you can put on him, and you know, nobody knows exactly what these guys look like, so although I imagine they're all unique, but you can decide how accurate you want to be. I would say the most important thing is to get their kind of their personality in there, their character, because are they bad guys, do you think? I mean,
no.
They're not, right?
I think there are no bad guys in nature. It's the circle of life.
Right, but there's some who you may not want to run into on a dark bayou.
Well, someone mentioned a woman prizing a little dog out of the jaws of an alligator, so that would be a circumstance I would not wish to encounter with our pugs. Someone else mentioned that these faces remind her of the dachshunds, and I thought the same thing.
Really?
You know, we had 2 wiener dogs when we lived in New York, and they, the one where it was a little profile and it had like a slender little, it reminded me of Tim's little snout.
I took a picture of Tim and Joe once where Tim was yawning. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he had all of his teeth bared just because he was yawning, and he had like that thin little muzzle, but lots and lots of teeth. And
no, it was scary.
He was a terrifying animal.
He was an 11-pound dog.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine if he had been the size of one of these guys. Imagine if he had huge, vicious dachshunds swimming in the mud. Anyway. I'm reading a book about dinosaurs, the rise and fall of dinosaurs. Kind of goes back through their whole history, and it's written by a paleontologist the book is about 5 years old, I think, but it's about really all the new things that they've learned, and it's just hard to look at these alligators, and not think about dinosaurs, don't you think? I mean,
oh, for sure. For sure. Although we thought that when we did the rainforest birds not last week, 2 weeks ago, right?
Well, he talks in this book about finding fossils that had feathers in them.
Oh, whoa.
Like actual feathers and wings. dinosaurs. So, yeah.
I didn't know you were reading that book. You haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, I just started reading it. I'm reading an audio. Is it called reading? I'm listening to an audio version of it. I'm reading several books, but I'm also listening to this one book when I walk the dogs in the morning. It's nice to have audio accompaniment and learn about dinosaurs. Yeah, you would like this book. I'm sure we can get it as a real book.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like all the latest stuff about dinosaurs. And he talks about how, it's evolved and changed what we think of dinosaurs as being. Like the Earth is 4 million years old, I think. And
more than that.
No, it's 4. I think it's 4.
What?
A billion. I'm sorry, for a billion years.
It's like
Yeah, 4 billion years. And there wasn't any life at all until 2 billion years into it. So.
And what caused the life? Was it like?
They were, for a long time they were just like
space
bacteria
or
basic.
Something?
I don't know. Nobody seems to understand that, but there was it was just bacteria for a long time, and then it became sort of single cell animals, and then they started combining, and then I think it was like 100 million. It wasn't that long ago, 100 million years maybe, that the first critters kind of came out of the ocean and had developed legs and things. So what's the difference, do you know, between a crocodile and an alligator?
So Shane put a little fun fact. He said alligators generally have broader U-shaped snouts.
Yeah, I can see
while
that.
Crocodiles have more pointed V-shaped snouts.
Right,
Ooh,
long and thin, yeah.
I think crocodiles generally are larger.
They're
They're certainly more vicious. I could apply a little...
But what... Do they live in different places? Like I know there's some. Is it alligator? Crocodiles are in Africa. And are they both in the United States? I don't know.
Let me see what I can do for you here. Alligators are typically found in freshwater environments such as swamps and rivers. Crocodiles are often found in saltwater or brackish water, including coastal areas and estuaries. While both can be dangerous, alligators are generally considered less aggressive than crocodiles. Crocodiles tend to grow larger than alligators, with the saltwater crocodile being the largest. So there you go.
What a croc.
So an alligator's bite weighs in at about 2,500 psi. That's nothing compared to the crocodile, though, which has a bite force of about 3,700 psi, higher than some industrial pressure washers. Crocodiles not only have stronger jaws than alligators, they have the strongest jaw in the alligator kingdom. But we're not talking about crocodiles today. We're talking about the alligator.
The reason we're talking about alligators is yesterday was National Alligator Day.
There you have it.
I'm not sure why that's a holiday, and I'm not sure how you're supposed to celebrate it, but allow yourself to get bitten or eaten.
So a number of people in the chat said that the crocodiles have been found in Florida. So we know there are alligators in Florida.
Yeah, I think of them, yeah, definitely. So now it was the crocodiles that are more saltwater, right, you said?
Correct. Rashidul is asking for a detailed practice guide for crocodile protection. That might be outside of our pay grade. I'm not sure.
No, we haven't done anything really. We have an alligator in our backyard right now. It's in a swimming pool.
Floaty, yeah.
It's inflated, and we don't really do anything to protect it. It's there to protect us, honestly, to keep ducks away. So I don't know that we know anything about that.
We got to get our friend John Muirlaws on that. He would know what to do. He's a fantastic naturalist / artist / great pal.
Nature journal.
Nice guy. I haven't talked to him in a while. We should catch up with him.
Yeah, we should. Okay, so from this vantage point, I'm finding that they don't have a huge amount of personality, but they're kind of, look at that. That was totally unnecessary spot of ink. Like, that's acceptable, that maybe, but this, unnecessary. Okay. All right. I think I might start moving on to some of the details. This is one of those drawings you could spend the entire day.
Yeah, you can do some serious cross-hatching.
And texturing.
Yeah,
and
texturing.
all kinds of stuff. But, do that on your own time. We're here for serious productivity. Look, does it have little nostrils there at the end? It does.
Of course. They kind of rest above the waterline, I think.
Now, as a hippo fan, how do you feel about the crocodile and the alligator?
I mean, the crocodile is no match for the hippomums and the potamums, as we know. The most ferocious animal on Earth, which...
Literally the most dangerous animal on Earth.
Yeah.
After humans, of course.
Yes. And I think mosquitoes, but that's not an animal, right?
Mosquitoes, really?
Yes, they kill more than any other creature.
Bastards.
I think. I could be wrong.
All right, but how many do we kill? How many mosquitoes have we killed? Personally,
not enough.
Personally, I'm
Not
responsible
enough.
for many of them. That's probably why they're always biting me.
That was part of our summer fun illustration last week. Sadly, it doesn't fall into the fun category
We did draw a
the
skeeter.
most.
All right, well, this is one of those drawings where you know what it is, and that's good enough for me. Right? You can tell what this is.
Mm-hmm. Sure. No
Indubitably,
question.
yes.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna add some other guys in here. This is sort of just like a motif to go down the center, I'm thinking. But now I think I want to draw this baby, because that was really the one that attracted me the most. Look at that guy. That is a cute son of a gun. And I think I'm gonna draw him here.
That's the one that looks like Tim, I think.
Yeah.
That's got dachshund flavor.
It's a really cute little nose. Look, it really is a dragon. I mean, I wonder if assume that that's where dragons come from, or is it that when we think of dragons, alligators are the closest kind of representation? Because, I mean, when they make movies and stuff like that and they put an alligator in, it looks a heck of a lot like this guy. What do you think?
Yeah. You meant a dragon. Looks like an alligator.
What did I say?
Something
incoherent. Yeah.
People underestimate how hard it is to yap while you're drawing.
Yep.
Yeah, that little eye slit is very fetching.
Yeah, look at all these wrinkles. And you know that skin is very hard.
It's their armor.
But isn't it used to be that there were alligator shoes and alligator belts and alligator wallets and handbags. I think they're illegal now.
Yeah. I mean, I think crocodile is. Maybe alligator.
Oh, crocodile? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you don't think
Still see them sometimes in like a vintage shop or something like that, but they're incredibly expensive. I don't know. I don't feel a great need to have an animal product like that.
To turn an entire animal into a piece of luggage? No.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But durable.
Yeah.
Do you like these little mini teeth? I like drawing them. I don't think I'd like feeling them, but are they lizards? They are lizards, right?
They're
Or are
amphibian.
they're amphibians. So an amphibian can live in water. Is that it? Is that what makes it an amphibian?
I'm gonna have to Google. What makes an amphibian an amphibian? Amphibians are characterized by their dual existence, living in both water and on land. They also share several key traits, including soft, moist, scaleless skin, cold-bloodedness, and a developmental process called metamorphosis, where they transition from aquatic larvae with gills to air-breathing adults.
I don't think alligators do that, though. Don't they come out of eggs?
They came out of eggs.
And
so
they look kind of like an alligator right away. It's not like a tadpole.
Alligator.
I think they're lizards.
An amphibian. Oh, it's a reptile. Alligators are reptiles, not amphibians, primarily due to their scaly skin, reliance on lungs for breathing, and their ectothermic, cold-blooded nature. So yeah. Alligators have dry, scaly skin that prevents them from absorbing oxygen and water. They breathe exclusively through lungs. They lay eggs and do not have a larval stage. And they're found primarily in freshwater environments, while some amphibians are also found in terrestrial environments. There you go.
Fortunately, they don't fly. All right, that guy looks pretty good. So yes, you can see I'm kind of trying to like unite these various gators. Unite them into one terrifying mass. Again, I could spend a whole day just doing little stuff to his face, but I won't. I'll leave it be. Okay. I'm going to now bring in the second gator. Come on. There's a problem with this PDF here. Oh, I know why. Because that was the page that I was on already. Here we go. All right. So this guy's coming out of here. And then I think this guy should maybe come out of here somewhere. Maybe down here. He's kind of coming out of here. So he has a different look than the others. I mean, I guess when they're big, they have small eyes. Or maybe the eyes remain kind of the same size and the rest of them get more and more terrifyingly large. But it does seem like an animal that, I'll start with the eye. I mean, that little shape behind his eye really looks dinosaurian. I wonder how well they see.
So Mary Gidritis has an interesting fun fact.
Oh, good.
She said, alligators are hatched from eggs. The temp of the nest usually determines the gender of all offspring. A warm nest produces primarily males, and cooler temps result in mainly females.
That seems like a pretty weird adaptation, because don't you want to have kind of an equal mixture of both?
I don't know.
Well, you'd think so. What's the point of having lots and lots of females and very few males?
Well, it's just the temperature of the nest.
But wouldn't you think that if there were a whole bunch of nests in an area, that they would all be kind of in the same temperature?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, I guess that might be true.
Jen said alligators can run short distances very fast. I believe it.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Well, they get you and they do like a roll, right? Isn't that
I think
their deal? They try to drown you under the water.
Yeah, they drag you into the water and then they kind of throw their body weight on top of you. Again, these are not big teeth.
They're sharp though.
I think pretty sharp, but it seems more like they're trying to just sort of pincer you down there, and then they're gonna suffocate you, but they're not gonna necessarily kill you with those teeth.
No, they're going to drown you and then chomp you efficiently with those teeth.
Yeah. I think that's probably worse.
Yeah.
Right? It would probably be better to just get it over with. Chomp me and we're done.
I don't know. I don't think, I think it's best to not ponder these potential outcomes.
I think it's unlikely here in Phoenix that we will have to deal with that issue.
As long as we never venture to Florida, we'll be safe.
Yeah. Can you think of any cartoon alligators?
I mean, I'm thinking of the Lacoste.
Oh,
I was thinking you should have worn a Lacoste shirt.
Good point. Is that an alligator or a crocodile?
Oh, it's an alligator.
You're pretty sure about that, huh?
I am sure of it.
Now, why? There's some reason that the alligator that has something to do with Rene Lacoste. Like that was his nickname or something. He was known as the Gator. You don't know?
I don't know.
You're a tennis fan.
I mean, again, I can Google this. Why is Lacoste an alligator? Oh, well, it uses an alligator logo because Rene Lacoste, the brand's founder, was famously named the crocodile.
There you go. So it's
Nickname stemmed from a bet he made with his team captain in the 1920s, where Lacoste promised to buy his captain a crocodile suitcase if he won a match.
Uh-huh.
While Lacoste lost the match, the American press reported on the bet and the suitcase, and the nickname the crocodile stuck.
Isn't that
So
weird?
I guess it is a.
But think about how many shirts there are out there with crocodiles on them.
Yeah.
And all because of a bet that. Did he even get the suitcase? It seems like he did. It seems like an obscure branding story.
Heather Andrews says Alligator is a cartoon alligator.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's that, yeah.
Lyle Crocodile?
That's a children's book, yeah. I guess it's not really that lovable of a creature, although that Alligator was kind of a big and doofy and not particularly terrifying.
I mean, cartoons are not usually intended to terrify, right?
Well, exactly. So you don't usually have scary animals being lovable.
Oh, also Captain Hook's Gators and Peter Pan.
Oh, that's right, because that's how he lost his hand.
That's right.
All right, so we've got this gator coming out of here now. And now I'm going to throw in, what's the next guy? He's
What do you got?
He's facing the same way.
Conundrum. Can you flip it? Not easily.
I bet you I can. I bet you I have the... Can I?
Would you bet me a crocodile suitcase? Nope.
No.
Negative.
No, I can turn him upside down, but I can't flip him over. That's annoying as hell. All right, so I've got two gators that are kind of facing the same way, so I guess I will just...
You could try to flip it in your mind, no?
I could.
That's a real challenge.
But I already have a guy facing this way, so maybe it's okay that I don't. Maybe he is coming in from here. And I have the little one who's walking. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to flip him.
All right, so Terry points out it's a crocodile in Peter Pan. There's an alligator on the animated island in Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Gee whiz.
That's cute. I haven't heard Bedknobs and Broomsticks in a long time. Must not be as popular as it used to be.
Yeah, it's like 50 years old.
We talk about things that are 50 years old on this show all the time.
I know, but when you say it's not popular, that's kind of part of the reason.
I mean, all right, it's not as nostalgic as it used to be.
Well, I think I'm just going to have to lump it and live with it, figure it out myself.
Make it work.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just put him in here somewhere. I'm going to put him in there because I like that little one walking, and maybe I'll even draw that little one walking a few different times. So this guy's going to come up in here.
You could make a border of the little one walking. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's true. So is anybody here who's going to, what's it called, SketchCon? No,
Sketcherfest.
Sketcherfest.
In Edmonds.
Yeah.
Well, Kate is here. She's likely going.
Yeah. Kate gave us some good advice.
Yes, thank you.
On going
Kate is
there.
full of good advice.
Yeah, so it is this gathering in basically Seattle, a suburb of Seattle. And for a couple of days, we're turning it into like a 4-day thing.
But I think it's only 2 official days, right?
Yeah.
It's a weekend.
It's a weekend of just people getting together and drawing, and it's sort of urban sketching. I think it's an urban sketching adjacent. I'm hoping it's not going to be entirely urban sketching.
Well, they have workshops and whatnot, and they have social hour.
Yeah, and then they have like a market where they're selling. I don't know what they're selling, but and some of our buddies are coming over from Europe and things, so
It's gonna be awesome.
it's gonna be fun.
Middle of July, right?
Middle of July, yeah, toward the end of July.
Brings up a point we've been trying to do more in real life, meeting up with people.
Yeah,
It's a thing that, when you have an online business and you spend a lot of time on YouTube, you can easily get...
you need to get out there and get some fresh air.
You can lose some aspect of your social skills if you only interact with people online. You might be off camera a little bit. There you go.
So we are, if you are in Phoenix, hopefully you got a chance to come to one of the meetups that we had, but we're about to have a kind of a bigger meetup, which we emailed people about yesterday, right?
Yeah, we sent an email. We're going to have a little gathering on June the 7th. So if you're in Phoenix or wish to be in Phoenix, June in Phoenix is a challenging time. So I wouldn't say if you weren't already here to plan to come here. But send me an email at info@sketchbookschool.com and I can tell you about it.
Yeah. I mean, so far we've had 3 of these meetups and with different groups of people. And
they're super fun.
It's just been really nice to put faces to names of people who have been writing to me for
But also,
stuff, but also
it has been less about getting together to draw and more about getting together and passing around sketchbooks and looking at what, other people have done and just getting to know them a little bit through what they've put in their pages and
sharing ideas about stuff that we could do.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Resources and things like that. And, that is something that we have been sorely lacking in and really want to do. So I'm glad that that's happening.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But the one that we're doing next is going to be more focused on like actually drawing. Like people are going to be, we're going to have tables and we're going to have an opportunity for people to just sit and draw together and chat while drawing, and make it fun that way. So it'll be good.
Yeah.
And honestly, this can be a, I guess, quote unquote grassroots thing. If you live in a city that maybe there are other people who like to draw too, that you could start to meet with on a regular basis. So if you're, a little shy, just bear in mind that people who draw tend to be friendly and non-competitive and non-threatening.
Yeah.
So
But they also tend to be a little bit introverted, so...
Yeah. So don't be shy. Force other shy people to come out and do stuff with you. All right, so that's that final gator there, final gator portrait. And now
You want to zoom out and show your whole page? Because
I still have the one more guy to
you've
put
been
in.
like a little behind the reference and I think a little off camera a couple of times.
All right, so there's my whole page so far.
Someone was asking about your dip pen. You want to share any info about that?
It is a G nib, is the kind of nib that I use.
Which is a zebra nib, right?
This particular one is, yeah. And this is just a Kohinoor.
It's just a handle.
It's a handle, and then I'm using India ink. And now I'm going to draw. Do they have alligators in India? I think they do.
You've asked me so many questions today. I just have absolutely no idea how to do.
You're going to have to be better prepared next time.
Alligators in India. I'm going to say yes. No, India does not have alligators. They have crocodiles.
Oh, well, there you go. Similar.
Including the mugger crocodile and saltwater crocodile and a unique crocodilian species called the gharial.
Those are those they're little ones.
Alligators are primarily found in the southeastern United States and eastern China. Interesting.
Oh, it's crocodiles that are in Africa.
Yeah.
It just seems unnecessary to have both species. They should just merge, make it simpler for the rest of us. Because honestly,
that is one of the most ridiculous things you've ever said.
It's just unnecessary. They're not different enough for it to be worth it. To have different names, they should just be called like the flat-nosed crocodile and the round-nosed crocodile. That's it. Or maybe gator is a better name. Maybe if they merge, they should.
I think you're going to get some naturalists really unhappy.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Every show you've got to insert some incendiary comment that people are going to email about later.
I'm saying what everybody's thinking.
Nobody's thinking that.
Everybody's thinking it's time for a merger. Look at this. Look at this gait of this gator.
I know.
Look at that leg sticking out there.
He's on a mission.
It's like a cartoon character. This is the cutest one so far, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
In a species that's not known for being cute. And that back leg is kind of ridiculous too.
Jen makes a good point. She said the merger would be Godzilla.
Oh, interesting. Certainly would be epic and monstrous. Now, is Godzilla is not really an alligator though, right?
It's a lizard, isn't it?
It's a giant fiction.
Fantasy.
Fantasy. See, these legs are so weird that it looks like they're wrong, but that's actually, I mean, like if you draw them, somebody could say like, that's not what an alligator's legs are, and you'd say, well, they are actually.
You kind of made this guy a bit more chunky than he is in the reference. In the reference, he's like
he's a bit scrawny,
sort of a slender item.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's he ate a couple of
Young pups.
He ate some crocodiles on the way here. This is kind of a mess of gators. I'm not unhappy with that.
I wonder what is a
what do they call
it?
Do
you call
a terror of gators?
Alligators. Oh, okay. It's a congregation. It's the collective noun.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and draw this one backwards. See if I can. This is sort of like drawing with my left hand, or drawing in a mirror. Yeah, this one is a bit ridiculous. This leg should be coming from there. This is really, it's like rubbing your belly and scratching your tummy at the same time. Or patting your head, is that what it is?
Yeah, pat your head and rub your tummy and chew gum.
Right. Yeah, that was hard. I mean, this is a very strange looking alligator that I've made here. I guess he needs this sort of thing around his face there. Will that help? No. Still looks backwards and weird. Oh well.
Well, you still have quite a bit of time.
What should I do now?
I don't know. Do some lettering? I mean,
do some details?
Congregation of gators?
Do some details?
Sandra points out Godzilla is a Komodo dragon.
Oh, because it's in Japan.
That makes sense.
Okay, how about this guy? I think he should go in there. What do you think?
Do it. I like his little hat. Look at his little, like, cuffs.
Yeah, what is that about?
That's like tuxedo ready.
He is tuxedo ready. Right, so he has his nose.
He's jaunty.
He is. I like that hat. You don't see those on alligators often.
No. Unless they've just eaten somebody wearing a hat.
Oh, you think that's what's behind this? It's kind of got an interesting brim on this hat, too.
Well, it's like a bit floppy, right?
Nostrils. No teeth, really.
No. I mean, gotta sanitize them for the protection of the children.
Is that good? Or is it going to make children think that they can go up and embrace toothless alligators?
Well, I mean, I guess you kind of hear about that, like at the Disney resort or, you know, where a kid like toddles down to the edge of a lake in Florida and the gator goes for it.
It's all Hanna-Barbera's fault. You can embrace and love any alligator that wears a starched collar and cuffs. Otherwise, avoid them, kids.
Jen has a random fact.
About-
Gatorade was
Oh.
invented by researchers at the University of Florida for the football team.
Oh, because they're called
Florida
the
Gators, yeah.
Oh. And was it originally made from like alligator liquid? Interesting.
I used to have to travel to Florida for work very frequently
Right.
back in the day.
You can't say anything bad about Florida. That's not what
No.
you're
I was
planning
going to
to
say,
do.
and we would spend a lot of time on golf courses because that was also a component of what I was working on. And it is not at all infrequent that you see gators hanging out on the golf course. They'll just be laying in the sun. It's like another hazard. But you could, I don't think I've personally done it, but people just walk up with like your golf club and nudge them, and they would saunter off.
I wonder how often people are eaten by them.
I think the ones that hang around on the golf course are sort of, I don't know, maybe they've been drugged or something. Like they aren't aggressive toward people. They're accepting. Let's put it that way. They're like willing to cohabitate. They're like, the word that keeps popping in my head is sanitized. They're lobotomized. No, they're not. But they are not. They don't seem to cause very much trouble. Although we have a lot of people from Florida in the chat, and they will tell me if I'm wrong.
If you're nice to them, they'll leave you alone. All right, I'm just going to do my own alligator now.
Okay, yeah, you still got 8 full minutes.
It might come up that I need to draw an alligator someday, so I should probably come up with a version of it because I don't think I've ever really had the need to.
I hope you never do.
Well, you know, you want to be prepared.
Shane is impressed with how you blended your initial ink blob.
Did I?
Yeah, you kind of, it looks like shading.
Yeah, that's the least impressive gator on the page, but you can still vaguely tell that that's what it is.
This last gator sort of looks like a javelina a little bit. It's got like a curly mop of hair or something, like a toupee.
It has, well, it also looks a little like Jughead's hat. You know how Jughead from Archie Comics had that kind of hat that was made out of a paper bag? So it looks like that too. Yeah, right, that's not helping. Let me...
Gonna do some letters?
I think we should do a letter.
A conference? A conference of gators? The congregation. Shoot, I steered you wrong. Congregation.
A congregation. Is that what you said? A congregation?
Yeah, it's a congregation of gators.
That doesn't sound like, that just sounds like they're congregating. I mean, that's what animals do. It's nothing, right?
I mean,
Like you could say a congregation of any animal.
that's not true. Do you know what a group of hippos is called?
A congregation?
A bloat.
A bloat. Let's come up with a better name for a group of gators.
Somebody in the chat said they like gaggle of gators.
Gaggle of gators isn't bad. I'll put that down as an option. Can we come up with a better one?
Skater gator?
Gator, hater. Don't be a gator hater.
Don't be a gator hater.
Don't be a...
Although there's somebody from Tennessee who's unhappy with the acknowledgement that we're giving to their rival football team.
Oh. Don't be a gator defender.
Oh, Heather has a good one. A chomp of gators.
Oh, I like that.
Like it, love it, don't like it, I love it. I love it.
Watch this.
Renee said, for me, it was the first time drawing gators.
Watch this use of a ink blot. There you go. Yeah, that's.
You might be done.
I think I have one more word to put up here.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Why did the gator cross the road? I mean, you could like put in like somebody's legs coming out of a mouth. That would be funny.
That's gross.
Teresa says a crunch of gators.
That's good. Come on, there's got to be another one. Alligator.
A guild of gators?
Guild of gators. Guild of gators. A group of gators. A great.
Gator guild. Gatorade.
Yeah, we have to put in. Well, it is Alligator Day, so I'm gonna have to add that in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Happy. Alligator Day. And then go Gators, I guess. All right, I think that's good enough. That's looks like
It's a full page.
it's a full page. It's
Got a lot done.
cute, except for that guy that looks like I don't know what. It's kind of prancing with a paw. No.
It's swimming, perhaps.
Maybe it's doing the gator. I think we're done. I hope you are.
Atomic Elf says, "Don't be a gator hater."
Or gator deflator. That's what we have to do with our swing. Whoa, sorry.
And we're out.
Sorry.
And scene.
Sorry, that was a little premature. All right, let me center my wife. So, I want to see your gators. So make sure that you share them on Facebook or Instagram. Hashtag SBS Draw with me. Just put that there somewhere. What else? JJ, any other thoughts?
Become a channel member.
So every week on Wednesday, with the exception of this week, but it's the first time, we get together and we draw with me again.
That's right.
So we pick another
Twice
thing.
as nice.
Yes, twice as nice. So those people who are members are now twice as good at drawing as you are. I'm just saying. I'm just calling it as I see it. They get to draw twice a week with me, and they're just incredible because of it. I mean, they're just, so many of them have gone on to have one-man shows, one-woman retrospectives,
Oh, Lordy.
become famous, successful, beloved, all because of that. So if you'd like more people to like you, to be wealthier, become a member. It's only a couple bucks a week, a month.
Good grief.
Or don't.
Wowza.
What else?
Free essay?
Yes, I write an essay every Friday, and
It's free.
this week's is well worth the price. It is. It's about your legacy and your art. Something you need to think about, and my essay will provoke you to do so. Start your sketchbook journal. Oh, Danny'sEssays.com is where you can sign up for it for free. Start your sketchbook journal is our new course. A lot of people seem to be enjoying it. I hope
Going
you will
great.
too.
It's so fun.
It is.
It's half off. Early bird price.
Get in on it.
Get it.
Sketchbookskool.com. Subscribe to this channel. Be a
Give us a
nice
like.
person. Keep
Have a
drawing.
great week.
And if you're in Phoenix, we'll see you soon for the big
Yeah.
get together. And if you're tired of feeling left out,
Organize something where you live. Let us know how
or
it
move to
goes.
Phoenix. A lot of people are.
Yeah.
4th largest city in America.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. Ever since we moved here, everybody's coming. All right, guys. See you next week.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.